since President Yoon Suk-yeol declared martial law, there have been growing concerns about the impact on the tourism industry. And I heard you had the chance to hear directly from foreign tourists here in Seoul.
Yes, so at times like this, people's anxiety and concerns become the biggest factor, especially if you're visiting a country for the first time. So I went to Myeongdong, a popular area for tourists, to ask visitors who recently came to Korea how they were feeling about the current situation. Let's take a look. From January to October this year, South Korea welcomed almost 14 million foreign tourists, recovering 94% of the visitors seen in the same period of 2019, before the COVID-19 pandemic. However, President Yoon Suk-yeol's declaration of martial law on December 3rd has had an impact on the travel industry. An official from a hotel near the National Assembly in Yeouido told a local news agency that on the day after the declaration of martial law, the cancellation rate was 44% higher than the December average. The Four Seasons Hotel Seoul usually has 60 to 70% of its bookings from foreign tourists. After the martial law declaration, the hotel received over 100 inquiries. Although the actual cancellation rate was low, a hotel official said that bookings for December remain uncertain. In response, the South Korean government has acted to minimize the effect on the tourism industry. The Culture Ministry has asked the tourism industry to inform other countries that tourist sites are operating as usual. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs also sent a note to foreign missions in Korea, assuring them that daily life remains unchanged and therefore there is no need to adjust travel advisories. As the government works on these efforts, let's take a moment to hear from tourists already in Korea. How are they experiencing the situation? Let's find out.
We started planning our honeymoon like
8 months ago.
Nine
Maybe
9
months ago.
And Korea was always on our wish list. So we decided to go to Korea. We were gonna wait to hear like for the big news, and then we're going to the site. But we thought everything is normal, so we decided to come.
We just arrived today and everything seems perfect, and yeah, we're happy.
And amazing.
Yeah.
For those visiting Korea for the second time, their understanding of the protest culture and safety concerns didn't stop them from returning.
Well, this is my second time to Korea, and this year I bring along my family, my wife and my kids.
Yeah, here we feel like home actually. Yeah, I feel excited, and this is one of my dream country that I want to go.
I mean, it happened a few days before I was supposed to fly, and I definitely had to keep an eye on the situation. But I wasn't too worried because I've experienced protesting in Korea before, and I know it's a very, very safe place to be. So,
while it's uncertain how long the current instability will last, efforts are being made to ensure the safety and well-being of all citizens, residents, and visitors alike who are seeking the same peace and security during their time in South Korea.
It is assuring to see that the foreign tourists do feel quite safe, at least the ones that you interviewed, Inni. But as the political situation is still developing, can you share some more of the government's policies or resources that could help the foreign tourists here?
Yes, so the government says it's doing its best to ensure the safety and convenience for tourists. The Culture Ministry has its tourism hotline 1330, which is available in 8 languages for assistance with inquiries, interpretations, or any issues tourists may have during their stay. And Culture Minister Yoo In-chun stated that in times like this, it's crucial to communicate openly and sincerely.
And how about the international businesses within the tourism industry? How is it being affected there?
So the Culture Ministry says it's working to ensure that the scheduled international events are proceeded without any disruptions. The Culture Ministry confirmed that the Korea, China, Japan Trilateral Sports Ministers meeting is still scheduled to take place in Tokyo this coming Sunday for more talks on sports-related exchanges. Meanwhile, the Korea-Japan Tourism Business Forum was held here in Seoul 6 days after the martial law order. And central to that discussion was expanding the tourism exchanges between the two countries.
So the martial law declaration just lasted for 6 hours, yet the repercussions still are persisting for over a week. Now, that is also why we're having the simultaneous nationwide candlelight protests. So, Inni, did you get the chance to ask the foreign tourists about these protests, how they view this?
Yes, I had the chance to ask a few tourists, and one memorable response came from a visitor from England. She mentioned that she's never seen such peaceful and beautiful protests, and she added that she was impressed by how organized and effective the protests in South Korea are, and that she believed this is the most effective way to protest because it minimizes disruptions, especially in busy cities like Seoul. And then she also added that these peaceful protests in South Korea allows people to engage without fear, and so and she admires how the Koreans are fighting for their democracy, which she believes is incredibly important.
I mean, South Korea's candlelight protests have been already in the spotlight years ago, but I think they are becoming more and more organized and safer as the years progress.
I agree. It's very crucial to stay safe and remain cautious, especially during these crowded places.
All right. Thank you very much, Inni, for that report. We'll see you again next time.
Thank you for
Inni.
having me.